Hello friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to be putting together my last 3 projects using the Bloom Story Kit for this month's StoryKitCrush challenge. So today I have a spread that I'm going to be putting together for my one little word journal. And then I have 2 other stories that are going to go into my general family story album, which is a 6x8 album. So all of these are fairly quick and simple to put together, which is why I just decided to do all of them at the same time. And then that is going to crush this kit for me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in and get these spreads put together. So we're going to start today by working on the spread inside of my one little word journal. So this is going to go into my April month, and I have this blank white page that is next to my Embrace April heart. And I thought that this would be a perfect spot to add in a couple of the journaling cards with some journaling from me on it, as well as a photo that's a little bit reflective of the period of time here. So all I'm going to do is just add some adhesive to the back of the cards in the photo and then adhere them directly onto that page. So that's going to be fairly simple right there. I decided to use my double-sided adhesive from scrapbook.com. This is the 1/4 inch score tape because it is really, really strong, and that way it, since this is not inside of a page protector or anything like that, I just wanted to make sure that it was going to stay down really, really well. So I have the 4x6 card up at the top with all the journaling, and then underneath I'm adding in the open up, open up, open up, and then I have a picture of me sitting at the dining room table. What I did for this spread is I journaled a little bit about being an instructor for this month of the One Little Word classroom, and how that felt, how it was a little nerve-wracking in the beginning, and, all things that we do that are like that. We have a little bit of fear going into it, and growth comes from doing it anyway. And so that is what I talked about. To finish up this spread, I'm adding in the Making Progress cork title into the middle of my heart. Typically what I do with those is I just fill them in with words or phrases or thoughts that come to me throughout the month. And then so that's what the rest of that space on that page will be left for. And that would be the first spread. For the next one, this is the spread that says no matter how chaotic it is, wildflowers will still bloom in the middle of nowhere. So just talking about how, flowers are a sign of beauty even in hard times. And then I also really loved this tag here that said, where flowers bloom, so does hope. And then there was a card that had I am with some areas to add journaling. So I used this spread really to talk about beauty in the hard moments. One of the things I did towards the end of March is I went and got some cookies with the kids. We were having a rough day. I packed us up in the car. I drove us about a half an hour to a different town to go get cookies from Panera. Even though we have a Panera in our town, I just wanted an excuse to go for a little bit of a lengthy drive. So we went to a different town, to a different Panera, got their cookies, and I got one that looked like a tulip. So that was my, where there are flowers, there is hope, which is a little bit tongue-in-cheek since that flower is technically a cookie, but that's okay. It made sense to me. I added the the chipboard tag with some twine in it to the florally looking card. And then I also had a couple of hearts in my stash that I just used and paired that with one of my tiny phrase stickers on the photo itself and called that one done. This last story is called Bloom Again. So I wanted to talk about the things that are currently blooming in our garden. It is, when I am recording this, the beginnings of April. So we don't have a ton of flowers out right now. We just have tulips that are basically, there's like the spears of their leaves are coming through the ground. So we have a bunch of those coming up in our yard. So I took a close-up photo of one of them, and I just talked about how excited I am to see the flowers bloom again this year and how much joy it brings me when the garden starts to wake up. So I took that 4x6 card, fussy cut out the bloom again, added a tiny phrase sticker, and basically called this done. All right, friends, so that finishes up my last 3 spreads here. So we have the one about the tulips blooming in our yard, the one about going and getting a cookie, and the one about one little word, feeling the fear and doing it anyways. Open up, open up, open up. Love the way that all 3 of these stories came together today. And with that, I can officially call this kit crushed. Now to be honest, I do have one more story that I will be making with this kit. I just don't have the photo or the journaling yet. That's going to be one for my niece's album. So that's probably a story that you'll see at some point pop up. But otherwise, everything else is used up. This kit is 100% done. Next month, I'm going to be working with the Evening Story Kit, which was the story kit that was released in the month of April, which I am super excited to show you guys my planning process, as well as the process videos that I have been putting together. If you didn't already know, I do have a Patreon where I work on these story kits early. So if you want to see early access to some of the planning videos, as well as the process videos, definitely come over and check that out, where you can see early access for Allie Edwards. And then I'm also working with Colorcast Designs and Paper Person in that Patreon group as well. All right, you guys. So I hope that you have enjoyed seeing all of the month's spreads come together. If you enjoyed these 3, I would love a thumbs up on this video down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can catch all of my future crafty content that I have coming your way. I hope that you will join me next month in crushing the evening kit, or any kit that you have in your stash. And also be sure to hashtag it with StoryKitCrush over on Instagram so I can see it and read it and share it with the community as well. With that, I am going to sign off for the day. So until next time, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday, a fantastic weekend, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye, friends.